Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Thursday, September 24th, 2015, around 3:39 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts. Another nice and sunny day out. Highs in the 70s, perfect fall weather and stuff. I had iced apple cider from Dunkin' Donuts today, pretty good. I might try the hot apple cider soon. Switching off from pumpkin iced coffee to cider for the time being at Dunkin' Donuts, which is pretty good. You have to switch it up a little bit. Some news to report. Jason Richardson has announced his retirement from the NBA after 13 seasons, so he's going to be retired. So he had a great career, but it's not Hall of Fame worthy. And tonight's game for the Bruins and Rangers on NESN, they're going to be using on NESN Plus. They're going to be using the MSG feed for the game. I wish Andy Brickley and Jack Edwards would call every Bruins preseason game, because they do it for the Boston Celtics and stuff. They could have it on NESN Plus. Utilize that station for during the Bruins preseason, because a lot of Bruins fans want to see the Bruins play. That's about it on that. My second video blog of the day is about my review of the 1998 WCW Fall Brawl Parade Preview from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, featuring War Games. This year's War Games that was like 9 wrestlers in it. It was like 3-on-3-on-3. It was DDP, the Warrior, and Rowdy Piper representing WCW. Kevin Nash, Sting, and Lex Luger representing the NWO Wolfpack. And Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Stevie Ray representing NWO Hollywood, with the special stipulation: whoever got the pinfall in this match got a WCW World Title shot at Halloween Havoc 1998, and it was different from usually War Games was like submit or surrender. This was the final fall brawl with War Games. And there were no dark matches, and calling the action was Tony Schiavone, Bobby Brain Heenan, and the Professor Mike Tenay. The first match was the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith and Jim the Anvil Neidhart facing off against Disco Inferno and Alex Wright. This was a decent tag team match, but Davey Boy Smith won this match by pinning Disco Inferno with the Power Slam. But after the match, Davey Boy Smith got hurt. He hurt his back, and he was never the same after this match. He eventually got his release from WCW, and he went back to the WWE and stuff. The next match was for the WCW television title. It was Lionheart Chris Jericho. He brought a new security for him. Including Ralphus, they faced off against WCW World Champion Goldberg. But this Goldberg was a fake Goldberg and stuff. And this match was only about 75 seconds or so. Chris Jericho beats Goldberg, the fake Goldberg, with the Lion Tamer. This was a mockery afterwards. Chris Jericho ripped up a toy WCW World title. This was just to kill off time. It was awful. Next match, it was Ernest the Cat Miller, Somebody Call My Mama, facing off against Norman Smiley, the Big Wiggle. And this was kind of not a good match. Total squash match. Ernest Miller wins with a spinning heel kick by pinning Norman Smiley. The next match, it was brother versus brother. It was the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner, facing off against his brother, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, and this was only about a 5-minute match. Buff Bagwell interfered, and Rick Steiner threw him into the ring post. He was knocked out cold, motionless. The referee had to kind of stop the match. They had to bring Buff Bagwell on a stretcher to a ambulance and stuff, and Scott Steiner went with him. Big Papa Pump and Rick Steiner went as well. But when they got into the ambulance, Buff Bagwell miraculously feeling better, and he attacks Rick Steiner along with Scott Steiner. All of this was just a ruse and stuff, and it was an awful match, and it was awful. Next match, it was for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. It was Juventud Guerrero facing off against Silver King, and this was about a 6-minute match. Juvi used the Juvi driver and force 50 splash on Silver King to retain the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. The next match was Perry Saturn facing off against Raven with a special stipulation. If Perry Saturn won, the flock, which consisted of Lodi and Sick Boy and Kidman and Horace and Canyon, would have to break up. But if Raven won, Perry Saturn would have to rejoin the flock. And this was about a 14-minute grudge match. Canyon was handcuffed to the ring along with Lodi, but halfway through the match, Canyon broke out of his handcuff and attacked Perry Saturn, and then the other flock members come down and they attack Perry Saturn, but eventually Kidman accidentally hits Raven, and then Perry Saturn pins Raven for the 1, 2, 3, and Perry Saturn wins, and the flock has to disband. This was a pretty decent match. The next match, it was the Man of 1,000 Holds, Dean Malenko, facing off against Kurt Hennig of NWO Hollywood with Ravishing Rick Rude. This was about a 7-minute match. It was kind of awful. Dean Malenko put Kurt Hennig in this fisherman suplex, but Rick Rude interfered, and the referee threw this match out, and Arn Anderson interfered as well, try to help out Dean Malenko, but Kurt Hennig and Ravishing Rick Rude attacked Arn Anderson's bad arm and couldn't do anything with it. The next match was Conan from NWA Wolfpack facing off against Scott Hall with Vincent representing NWO Hollywood, and this was a very, very awful match. They used Scott Hall's real-life alcohol problem in this match, and he acted drunk and stuff. And then Conan won this match with the Tequila Sunrise, and Scott Hall gave up. It was, this Scott Hall was going through a lot of demons during this time. He was going through a divorce and stuff. And it's not good to use real life substance abuse problems in wrestling storylines, in my humble opinion. It's not worth it. And the main event was War Games, the match beyond, but this year's War Games, instead of 4-on-4, 5-on-5, it was 3-on-3-on-3. It was NWO Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Stevie Ray facing off against NWO Wolfpack, Kevin Big Sexy Nash, Stain, and Lex Luger, the total package, facing off against Diamond Dallas Page, Diamond Dallas Page, The Warrior, and Rowdy Piper, with the special stipulation: whoever scored the pinfall in this match would get a WCW World Title shot against Goldberg at Halloween Havoc 1998. And this was, this War Games was kind of train wreck and stuff. I like the one-on-one thing, not like having kind of a 3-way dance for War Games and stuff, because it was kind of every man for himself in there, basically. And they had tricks with Hulk Hogan, with the Ultimate Warrior using that trap door and stuff. It was very awful and stuff. Ending had DDP give Stevie Ray the Diamond Cutter and pin him 1, 2, 3 to win the match for Team WCW and get the title shot at Halloween Havoc. But this War Games match was a train wreck, in my humble opinion. This should have been 4-on-4 and stuff, and having a pinfall was kind of a cheap way for War Games and stuff. And this was the last WCW War Games they did on Fall Brawl pay-per-view. And I give this Fall Brawl pay-per-view a D, because so many awful matches and stuff, and especially the War Games and stuff with the setting up for the Warrior and Hulk Hogan at Halloween Havoc 1998. I think the Cruiserweight match was decent, but the rest of the card stunk. And that's about it on that. Be back with the third and final video blog of the night, which will be about former Nesson's anchor and sports reporter for Fox 9 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Don Mitchell. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Rosenblatt, Fox 35 Roxon has nice legs. Amy Swensy's so stunning. Elizabeth Hart's the best and has the nice legs. And in the words of Dickie Ackroyd Jr., director of the Boys and Girls Club of Great Bell Record, more the merrier. Bye.